Hey guys, it's TheSandov back at it again. In this video, we are gonna go over the Vykas Legion Raid Phase 2 mechanics. This will be for the normal and hard mode. Hard mode moves and mechanics are exactly the same as normal mode. As always, I'll be covering just the main moves and mechanics of the dungeon. So with that being said, let's get into it. In this phase, you're gonna go up against Vykas, and she's got two main mechanics. First things first, your raid must set positions for these two mechanics. For the first one, you'll need 5 people in the center forming a cross. They will pick up an orb that will spawn in that particular spot. The other 3 people need to be stationed in the 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 7 o'clock position. These 3 will be your spotters. We'll go over this mechanic in more detail once we get there. You can always come back to this section of the video as well. On to the second mechanic. For the second mechanic, you will need 2 people in the 12 o'clock position, 2 people in the 3 o'clock position, 2 people in the 7 o'clock position, and 2 spares. The people set in the clock positions will have to intercept an orb from reaching the boss. Up to 3 orbs can spawn, and taking 2 orbs will kill you. So let's take the 7 o'clock position for example. If I want to take the first orb, I will type 7-1. This indicates I will be the first one to take the orb in the 7 o'clock position. If I wanted to take the second orb, I will type 7-2. All players with clock positions must state their position and order they'll take the orb. I'll explain spares and the mechanic in detail once we get there. Remember your spots. Let's now go over both of these mechanics. The first main mechanic will happen at around 120 health bars. Vykas will teleport to the center of the arena and send out 3 shadow clones. 1 at 11, 1 at 3, and 1 at 7 o'clock. At the same time, she will spawn 5 orbs in the center in a cross formation. If you remember the first position set I talked about in the beginning, this is it. The people in the cross formation will each take the orb in their spot, and the people in the clock location must check the wings of the shadow clone. There's 3 options: closed wings, half side open, and fully open. The moment the 5 players in the center pick up their orbs, there will be a symbol above their head. It'll either be purple or red. Purple means closed wings and red means open wings. You must then check which color has the majority. In this example, we have 3 out of 5 red, meaning we must run to the fully open wings first. After successfully evading the wipe attack, we will then run over to the half side open wings, and then closed wings last. If the symbols were purple majority, then we will run over to the closed wings first, then half open wings, and then fully open wings last. The next mechanic will happen at around 65 health bars. Vykas will disappear and 3 shadow clones will spawn. 1 at 12, 1 at 3, and 1 at 7 o'clock. This is the second position that we talked about in the beginning of the video. These clones will then begin to send out 5 small shockwaves, either black or red. You must remember the order of these shockwaves by color. This clone will send out a total of 5 orbs to the boss that will all be disguised as black. The goal here is to intercept the real black orbs from reaching the boss. In this example, the first shockwave was red, second was black, third was black, fourth was red, and fifth was black. Meaning that we must take the second, third, and fifth orb. This is where we need the spare to come in and take the extra orb, since we need to take 3 orbs and only have 2 people. Communicate with your team. After successfully intercepting the real black orbs from reaching Vykas, you will succeed this mechanic, and that is it for mechanics. Just need to burn the boss down to 0 HP. Alright, there's quite a few main moves that you need to watch out for. Let's start with the merry-go-round. Vykas will fly into the air and cast an orb in the center of the map. All players will have an aura and a laser pointing towards them that will eventually shoot. To counter this, move around the arena clockwise and give your team some space until the laser shoots out. A dangerous move is the purple ring attack. Vykas will target one player with a purple ring and all other players with a red crosshair. Players with the red crosshair will have bombs pop up under them a few times, and all you have to do is keep moving. The player marked with a purple ring will be followed by a big purple ring that will eventually reach that player. Once this purple ring touches the player, it will cast a huge AoE damaging ability and a small safe zone right where the ring and player made contact. You can either choose to move in with the purple ring player or have the purple ring player move as far away from the team as possible. Vykas has another ring attack where she'll send out a bunch of yellow rings to all players. Getting hit will briefly stun you and cast a damage spell below you. Move around and try to dodge them. One of her strong moves is when she flies up in the air and gathers energy. She will then cast waves of damage in front of her. To avoid this, go directly behind her the moment you see the indication. There is a shotgun move that you must be aware of, because will target some players and they will have a cone indicator in front of them. This cone will then shoot out a big wave of damage and drop out an orb as well. Simply move away from the arena and face the outside until the orb has dropped. Vykas will cast a blue telegraphed shock attack around her. This is quite dangerous and she'll cast it a total of 4 times. To avoid this attack, first stand outside, then inside, inside once again, and then move outside. Vykas will sometimes spawn worms that come out of the ground. Move around to dodge them. If you get caught by any of these worms, your team must kill the worm to release you. Another move we'll talk about is the Waffles. Vykas will cast blood walls that will push you on contact. At the same time, there will be waffle telegraphed attacks that you must dodge. Move around in between these walls and dodge the telegraphed attacks. Alright, that's it for the main moves. Now I want to show you the counters available in this phase. Vykas will have a counter window opportunity when she takes a backstep and charges forward. If you miss this window, she will have another window right afterwards. You can dash over to her and counter. Another counter window will be available when Vykas puts her leg up in the air and sends out a bunch of purple rings. Right after this move, there will be a counter opportunity. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope this video was useful to you and I wish you luck raiding. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.